My name is Lisa, a working housewife employed at a general company. I met and married my husband, Bruno, through work connections. Now, I live with Bruno and my mother-in-law, making us a family of 3. Today, after work, I stopped by the supermarket to shop for dinner.
Oh, Lisa, welcome back.
Hello, Whitney.
Lisa, you're amazing, balancing work and household duties, and you get along well with your mother-in-law too. And your husband seems so kind, doesn't he?
Oh, not at all. Whitney, your family is very close-knit too, isn't it?
Store announcement. We are now having a 40% off sale on domestic beef at the meat corner.
40% off. This is a must-buy. Come on, Lisa, let's go.
Yes! This person is Whitney, a senior housewife whom I always get along with. Although I'm younger, she treats me like a friend and is a kind and dependable person. And our family is known in the neighborhood for being close-knit. Then one day, as Bruno and I were walking together.
What? Is that Lisa?
Oh, Leslie. Wow, it's been so long. How have you been?
Doing great, great. Wait, is this person possibly?
This is my husband, Bruno. Bruno, this is my close friend Leslie.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bruno, Lisa's husband.
No way, Lisa's husband is super cool.
Really? Do you think so?
Seriously, isn't he just as cool as a celebrity?
Nah, that's not true at all. I'm kind of embarrassed now.
Hey, Bruno, stop blushing like that. She has been my close friend since high school, Leslie. We hadn't met much recently, so our reunion was full of lively conversation. A few weeks later, Leslie came to visit our house, but...
Oh my, you must be Leslie. It's a humble home, but please make yourself comfortable.
Thank you so much.
I'll be in my room, so just call me if you need anything.
Thank you, mother-in-law.
Lisa, your mother-in-law is super nice. You hear about mother-in-law and daughter-in-law issues, but there are kind people like her too.
Well, Leslie, you're a guest here.
A kind mother-in-law and a cool husband. When you think about it, isn't your married life just perfect? Normally, you'd hear things like quit your job, but not here, huh?
Well, I think that depends on the family.
Welcome, Leslie.
Oh my, it's Bruno. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for always being good friends with Lisa.
Not at all, I'm the one who's grateful for the friendship.
Hey, Leslie, about the other day.
Bruno, what do you do for a living?
I found myself unable to join in their conversation. After a while, Bruno's behavior towards me turned cold. He would always be on his phone when we were together, and he started going out more on weekends. Feeling suspicious of Bruno's actions, I decided to seek advice from someone. 1 month later. Welcome back.
I'm home. Listen, Lisa, I want a divorce right now. I've already got the divorce papers, so sign them quickly.
What? Divorce papers?
I found someone better than you. So, I don't need you anymore, Lisa.
Someone better. What do you mean, Bruno?
To make it clear, I'll introduce you to my new wife.
New wife?
Hey there. The new wife is me.
What? Leslie? You mean you're remarrying Leslie?
Sorry, Lisa, it just turned out this way because I'm overwhelmingly more attractive.
Leslie is 100 times cuter than Lisa. Now, I don't even know what I liked about Lisa to marry her in the first place.
Why all of a sudden?
Honestly, I totally agree with Bruno divorcing you, Lisa.
Mother-in-law. What? Did you know about this?
Bruno did tell me a little. Lisa, you're slow and your cooking is terrible, a total failure as a wife.
Oh, mother-in-law, you're too much, ahaha.
Wait a minute. How long has this been going on?
Why do you care?
Even if we talk about it, it won't change the fact that Bruno and you are getting a divorce, right?
It's because you're unattractive, Lisa.
But you can't just say that.
You don't earn much anyway, so working is like being a parasite.
A parasite?
Anyway, I'm going to remarry Leslie and live happily. So sign the divorce papers and get out of this house right now.
Bruno, Leslie, and the mother-in-law were relentless in their words. Disgusted by their attitudes, I signed the divorce papers on the spot and started living alone, enjoying my new life. Then, one day, 2 years after the divorce.
Hey, Lisa. I know you're there. Come out.
All right. Oh, Leslie? What's up?
What's up? You've got to be kidding. Bruno and your mother-in-law, why didn't you tell me what kind of family they were?
What kind of family?
They're only a happy family on the surface.
Leslie, maybe you should calm down a bit?
Calm down? Are you kidding me? Bruno and your mother-in-law are the worst. I don't need a family like that anymore, so I'm giving them back to you.
I don't want them. I had enough headaches from those two as well. So, when they suddenly asked for a divorce, I was surprised, but I was actually thankful that Leslie took them off my hands.
Hey, friends don't do that to each other, do they?
Says the person who stole a friend's husband.
It's just awful. Bruno is so reckless with money and incredibly selfish.
Huh. You're the one who's selfish.
Why is Bruno here too?
Because you were just complaining about me.
No. It's because your mother keeps bossing me around. Even when I do the housework, all she does is complain.
I was the one complaining, was I? Who?
Ugh. Now the former mother-in-law too.
This is just too much. Bruno and your mother-in-law are the worst.
The worst is you, who can't even do household chores properly.
Exactly. Lisa was slow, but she was better than you.
What did you say?
The three of them came to my house and started quarreling on their own. Then, another person arrived.
He's so noisy. Stop making a racket in someone else's house.
Eek. I thought my heart was going to stop.
Who are you?
This is my husband, Noah.
Hello. I'm Lisa's husband.
What? Lisa, you got remarried?
Yes, so?
When did you get remarried?
Then why didn't you tell us?
Why should I? I have no obligation to report anything to you.
But we were married.
Being former means we're strangers now. You should realize that. Besides, you could have figured that out when you checked on me.
Still, you could have at least mentioned it.
Even I, who's not involved, can't forgive what you did to Lisa. What business do you have with Lisa now, after all this time?
What's there to forgive? That's all in the past, right?
If it's in the past, then don't come barging in here after 2 years.
Look, dredging up such old matters is just a nuisance to us.
You're the ones who came to my house.
So annoying. We don't need your forgiveness anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
Don't get cocky just because you're a corporate drone.
Noah's not just a corporate employee.
Huh? What, is he a part-timer or something? Ahaha. That would be hilarious.
I'm a lawyer.
What? A bento seller?
Lawyer. L-A-W-Y-E-R.
I had remarried Noah, whom I had known for some time. When they learned he was a lawyer, the three were visibly shocked.
Don't tell me, you've been with that man even when you were married to me.
That sounds more like what you were doing, right? I've been giving Lisa advice for a long time.
But are you really a lawyer?
Indeed.
Here's my lawyer's badge. See, there's a registration number on the back, right?
Wow, this looks real.
Because it is real. And another thing, I have solid evidence of your affair back then.
Evidence of an affair.
What? What are these photos?
I suspected something off about Bruno's behavior while we were married. So, I consulted with Whitney, our neighbor who was friendly with me at that time.
Whitney, the one across the street.
Yes. And then Whitney introduced me to Noah.
Why does Whitney know this man?
Whitney and I are in the same ground golf circle, a shared hobby.
What's that?
Well, it's kind of like gate ball, but the rules are totally different.
Huh, I remember she was into that.
Through that connection, I took on the consultation and gathered various pieces of evidence.
But I prioritized getting the divorce, and things got so hectic afterward that I kind of forgot about it.
Thanks to that, I got to meet her, so in a way, I'm grateful.
And we have to thank Whitney, too.
Oh, definitely.
Stop flaunting your happiness. It's so irritating.
I had confided a lot to Whitney while I was still married. Initially surprised, Whitney listened seriously and introduced me to Noah. We still have the evidence of the affair from back then. Knowing this, the three reacted.
I don't care if he's a lawyer or whatever. I've remarried and have my own family now.
I'm married to Lisa and we're a couple too, you know?
Lisa, you should just throw away such old evidence. What's the point of holding on to it forever?
It's not that simple.
Are you saying, Lisa, that because he suddenly asked for a divorce, you still have feelings for Bruno or something?
That's why she keeps those photos as evidence. So she can keep looking at my face.
That's hilariously far from the truth.
Well, why do you keep it then?
Because it's undeniable evidence of your affair. That's why.
Yeah, whatever. Call it an affair if you want.
But Leslie, you went to great lengths to steal a handsome guy from me. And from what I saw earlier, it seems like you're having quite a hard time.
Shut up. I was just venting a bit as a housewife earlier.
Even though you were the one getting angry about not being told.
I'll give you credit for eagerly choosing the losing ticket.
If I knew he was like this, I wouldn't have bothered stealing him. When we went out, there was a gentlemanly husband and a kind mother-in-law. But that was just for show. Why didn't you tell me?
When you were envious of me, I did say Leslie is a guest, after all.
Was that what you meant by that?
Do you think I could say, actually, I'm having a really tough time with both of them? While they were both in the same house, albeit in different rooms.
Well, when you live with someone, it's common to keep out of sight when guests are around.
So, what I saw was just
Bruno and the mother-in-law putting on a good face. Leslie only saw the outward kindness of Bruno and the mother-in-law. Completely deceived by it, she thought they were the ideal husband and mother-in-law and snatched them away. However, the reality was far from it.
Ugh, whatever. It's all Lisa's fault I ended up in this situation. You should pay me compensation.
Yeah, Lisa should pay me compensation too.
Exactly. Because of you, we ended up with this failure of a daughter-in-law, and our family had to waste a lot of money.
Don't be ridiculous. Why should Lisa pay you anything?
Because this whole situation is Lisa's fault.
That doesn't make any sense. You do realize it's you who should be paying, right?
What? Us?
Yes. And by the way, I have recorded evidence of how you treated me while I was married.
What did you say?
What? What's that about?
After being treated like that, anyone would gather evidence.
Lisa, that makes it sound like Bruno and I did something wrong.
A nagging mother-in-law who's always spiteful, and a husband who easily talks divorce influenced by his wife's friend. Do you really think you've done nothing wrong?
Wait a minute. Lisa, are you saying that?
You're quick on the uptake, Leslie. You've always had sharp intuition.
If only your other senses were as sharp.
What are you talking about, Leslie?
What are Lisa and this guy saying?
They're saying they'll claim compensation from us.
What? Why now?
Because a claim for compensation can be made within 3 years of discovering infidelity.
Is that so?
Lisa has the evidence of the affair and your voices.
And with Noah being a lawyer, you know what that means, right? The three of them had never considered that they could be held accountable for the affair and requested to pay compensation for actions from before the divorce.
I don't care if it's within 3 years or whatever. It feels like it's been over 10 years, so that should be invalid.
That's quite the excuse.
Why did you even keep the evidence?
Because I advised her to do so.
How shameful to bring this up now.
That's really low, Lisa. We're supposed to be friends, so asking for compensation is ridiculous.
In what world does someone remain friends with the person who stole their husband?
Come on, drop the compensation claim.
But we will proceed. I, as a liar, will prepare the affidavit properly.
We will definitely be claiming what's due.
Wait a minute. Sure, I cheated, but Lisa is happy now, so let's just call it even, please.
You came here causing trouble and now you want to beg for mercy?
Lisa, I admit Bruno and I had our faults, but please forgive us.
No.
Please, Lisa. I apologize for meddling with Bruno.
I apologize for demeaning Lisa and for the divorce.
If apologies could solve everything, lawyers wouldn't be needed.
I already told you we're still within the time frame to claim. If you come to me with complaints, I will take appropriate action.
Then we'll leave right now.
Yes, we shouldn't bother you any further.
It's already too late for that.
Please forgive what happened back then. Spare me the compensation.
You will reflect on what you did to me, thoroughly. The three left in a dejected state, probably realizing they had no chance against a lawyer. After a while, Noah formally sent the documents to claim compensation. Bruno, despite his extravagant spending, had kept Leslie in the dark about his finances, and she became a stay-at-home wife soon after their marriage. Consequently, the savings from Bruno's salary, which I had diligently accumulated, were quickly depleted. Leslie took up a part-time job, But with Bruno's relentless spending, they couldn't save any money and ended up in debt. The family had to move to a smaller apartment due to their inability to pay the mortgage, and even the mother-in-law had to start working part-time. Their new life was a struggle, working solely to repay debts in their cramped circumstances. Meanwhile, my life went on.
And that's how Note ended up in last place.
I'm not getting any better at ground hockey, but it's good exercise, so I keep at it.
You don't like golf because you have to be too careful about etiquette, right?
Reception like golf doesn't seem to suit you, Noah.
Waking up early and then drinking after walking all day is just impossible for me.
Well, then it's good you're at a company where that's not required. Oh ho ho.
After leaving that house post-divorce, my relationship with Whitney continued, and we occasionally met for tea. My first marriage ended disastrously, but thanks to Whitney, I remarried a wonderful person. Whitney was overjoyed when she learned we were getting married. Noah remains good friends with Whitney, and they both seem to enjoy their time together. With a resolve to lead a life filled with more smiles, we continue to enjoy our delightful moments together. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.